Hello and welcome back to Crimson Corner, brought to you by Swoop Podcast. Today myself, Adam Dwork, and my co-host Gabby Bonner interviewed Jenelle Dickinson, who's an alum from IUP. Hope you enjoy. Now let's move with some of your more recent projects. So you make safety training videos.
Yes.
What's the process with that? How long do you spend with like the pre-production, production, post-production?
Well, I mean, we go through all of the same steps, right? The same steps that we learned in school. You know, you do your script and then you do your storyboard. And then, from there, you start getting together your graphics and everything. And really what I've learned is it can go as fast as the client allows. Because naturally there are approval processes throughout it all. Through the pre-production, before you even get to production, they're approving the scripts and the storyboards before you even go out and shoot. And some clients, they'll want a whole built program in like 2 weeks, and they'll be very responsive, and that happens. And others, it can drag on. I had a project that dragged on for like 2 years just because they weren't responsive. So it really depends on who you're creating it for, what their timeline is, and how much money they're willing to put into it.
And the other project was the music lesson that you put together. You put that together all by yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was for fun. It wasn't anything my job specifically related, but my partner, she is a music teacher, and with everything going on with COVID, we're stuck at home, and, she's having to think of how to do music lessons. So she did all the lesson planning. She came up with the content and what she was going to do. And it was literally just one of those situations where I had to follow her around with a camera and let her do her lesson. So it's like not my best work, but maybe some of my most fun.
The first section is called the intro, which never would have guessed it. It is short for introduction. Mind blown, I know. This is the part when I break free. What's the name of the song? Break free. Therefore, that has to be our chorus.
Do you use your home studio for anything other than projects? Or is there any like personal projects or just any other things you use it for?
Oh, totally. I mean, I have friends all the time who are like, hey, I need headshots. Can you take new headshots for me? And, I break out the camera, break out the editing software. For audio things, I've recorded some songs for fun with my setup, and even doing like music videos for fun, things like that. There's always something going on where I'm trying to be creative that I break it out for.
Do you make this music yourself, like for the music videos? Is that something you do?
No, definitely I'm not a composer, but it's mostly covers, but it's still a good time. I have been known to work on a few parodies though.
Like what?
Oh God. I'm working on one right now. I'm obviously wedding planning during a pandemic, which is interesting. And I decided for some of my bridesmaid proposals that I was going to do parody songs and maybe film a music video with them to ask them to be in my party. So that's an example of like something that I'm doing that's creative that doesn't have to do with work.